way to do it. We're saying, God, you're my helper, which means, man, this thing of being a helper is the same as God himself. So when I'm looking at women and I'm saying you're a helper, guys, you're so elevated. You're elevated to the same language God is using as himself, the same way that men are elevated in the same language. We're going to use a different word of helper, but man, like, so at no point feel any type of way other than like elevated and glorified, like made to be encouraged and look like Christ. And you're special and amazing, and you're the kind of helper that can be like God. And you make people joyful. So what does it say? Joyful are those who have God of Israel as their helper, whose hope is in the Lord. He made the heaven and earth, the sea, and everything in them, and he keeps his promises forever. Man, I look up to the mountains and I say, does my help come from there? I'm looking around. Does my help come from where? Man, my help, my Ezir, right? My help, my perfect helper comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not let you stumble. He's the one who watches over you while you slumber. Indeed, he watches over Israel, and he never slumbers and never sleeps. Think about mama watching over, right? The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. Now, this is why I think helper and mama is a little different, because keep thinking about this verse, okay? This is how good a mama is protecting. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon at night. The Lord keeps you from all harm and watches over your life. The Lord keeps watch over you as you come and you go, both now and forever. Now, I love the thought of the sun will not harm you, because how many dads are putting on sunscreen? Without directions, right? If nobody explicitly said, put sunscreen on him, how many dads are like, yeah, for sure, like you need some sunscreen, this is important. Get your little sun visor. Maybe some, okay, it's on the list, but like mamas protect in a different way. I've got a different list in my brain of things that need protection, and that's godly. Man, you're being a godly helper. You're showing the helpfulness that God himself is. It says we put our hope in the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In our hearts we rejoice. We trust in his holy name. Let your unfailing love surround us, Lord, for our hope is in you alone. Now I get some beautiful snuggles with my daughter and my kids. I get big hugs, okay? There's something different, right? Like there's some way that a male can hug and you get whatever that is. And then there's a different way that a mom or females can hug and you get something else. And you read this verse about how women are helpers and how God is a helper, and then you see this unfailing love surround us. So I'm thinking about being a helper, right? The whole time I'm imagining to be a woman. I mean, it's a weird sermon to write, okay? But I'm thinking about like loving on people and surrounding them with love, and how I get to see God as a helper by doing this action. So man, women, you're uniquely gifted at protecting and surrounding with love. And you're able to show people, man, God is this kind of helper. If you let God into your life, you're going to get this kind of help. So if you think like a little bit of sunscreen on your cheek shows some love, God's got more for you. If you think that by doing this little action, me shielding you or me tucking you in or like whatever version of love you're feeling for me right now, trust me, man, God's going to be an even better helper. So when I'm sitting there thinking about like how we can be helpful and how the women in my lives have been helpful and show me the love of the Lord, I go, wow, man, God helps me even more than that. And I'm seeing these characteristics of how God can help me through this lens of like, wow, he's a helper, and all these women in my life help me see that. They surround me in love. Now, this is odd for me as a pastor, I'll tell you, because there's so many women in here who, like in my mind, might be my mom, okay? And some of you are younger than me, and some of you are much older than me, and it's a very weird thing to like navigate in my brain, because I'm like, well, they're my mama, and she's my mama, and then sometimes it's my sister, and I'm like, oh, I can't really tell her that like maybe that's how it is. I don't want to hurt any feelings, right? Guys, there's so many of us in this room. You behave as mothers to people. Whether it's like even remotely in your brain that person could even sort of see you as a mother in their life, it happens. So are you going to be a woman who's perceived as a mother by her quality of God? It repeats it over and over in Psalm 115. I like it. Hear it again and again. O Israel, trust the Lord. He is your helper and your shield. O priest, and behavior, you can encourage children to ungodliness, or you can be like, look, I'm your shield. Here's this glorious sword. And in case you don't have it like